Hey everyone, welcome back to another fabulous Tuesday where Bitcoin is crashing, FTX is going under, and Binance is to the rescue. So I hope you guys had a better day than the markets, well, at least Bitcoin had. But we'll take a look at all that. We'll take a look at the markets. Markets were actually up today, which was good. Bitcoin, Ethereum were down, way down. Miners were also way down. It was not a good day. And all of this is because FTX bites the dust, basically, and Binance to the rescue. Possibly. We don't know if that's going to happen yet, but we'll get into it. And then also we have got Argo. Revenue will continue to fall here, and that's based on the October production update that we got today. And I'll get into why revenue is going to continue to fall for them when we go through this info. So, as always, not financial advice. Don't, geez, I just had a mind blank. Not financial advice for entertainment only. I'm investing in following coins and companies. I did buy another 500 shares of Bitfarms today. I bought 500 yesterday. So I'm continuing to dollar cost average into them. I'm going to probably get into CleanSpark as well if they fall any further. Dollar cost average into them as well. Okay, and if you enjoy this type of videos, hit the like button, subscribe, helps me out tremendously. And also, if you guys could check out the video that I posted earlier today, which covered Hive and Iris Energy, I would greatly appreciate it. Right now, it's on like getting 100 views right now from this morning, so it's not getting a lot of love. All right, here's the markets. S&P 500 was up 0.56% today to 3,828. Dow Jones was up 1.02% to 33,160. NASDAQ was up 0.75% to 11,059, while Bitcoin is down 10.39% to 10.4 right now at 18,450. And this is all because of the news that we got out today from FTX that they are having solvency issues and Binance is going to be bailing them out. We hit a low today of 17,500, which is pretty close to where it actually beat the prior low that we had this summer at 17,000 something. We'll take a look at it here shortly. We're looking at the daily chart right now, and if we look back towards, where was it? Right here. This was on June 18th. We hit a low of 17,567. So that 17,500 mark seems to be our pretty good support right now. We bounced off of it twice. So hopefully we don't go any further below it, but it all depends on what happens with this FTX shenanigans and Binance possibly bailing them out. I did say yesterday that we were looking a little bit bullish on the 1 hour chart and the 4 hour chart, but not, or the daily chart and the 4 hour chart, but not on the 1 hour chart. And this was obviously before the news came out about this. So Bitcoin right now on the RSI and the 1 hour chart is at 33. Last time we were right around here was back here, way up in price. So we're still looking bearish on the 1 hour chart. 4 hour chart is, well, the RSI is way down here. Let's do this. See if we can pinch this down. Wow, the RSI on the 4 hour is down at 17. Last time we were around here, it may not be for quite a while. The closest we got here was back in, this is August. Is that correct? Yep, August 19th. And we were at a price at that point of roughly 21,000. So the price has come quite substantially down on the 4 hour chart. RSI is the same level, which doesn't bode well for the time being. But hopefully this is actually our kind of bottom that we're going to bottom out here. Well, we also had a pretty low RSI on the 4 hour chart here on September 18th. Where at that time we reached a low of 18,000. So we have been stepping down a little bit here with the RSI, and hopefully this is the last that we see it, and hopefully this is the last of the worst news that we have to come out of this crypto space. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on this, see how this is going to transpire over the next couple of days. But yeah, it wasn't a good day today on Bitcoin. Yeah, let's take a look at it here if we can, see how far we actually fell today to the bottom of it. We fell all the way from 20,616 to 17,500. We were down 15% on the day, which is huge. We don't get too many days like that. When we do, they obviously are painful for us. Okay, Ethereum, same story. It's down 15.66% right now. It did go as low as, how low did it go? A low of 1,227. It is at 1,323 right now. RSI is pretty low on the daily chart right now at 39. Last time we were here, so we're actually a little bit higher on price on the daily chart for Ethereum. So that might be actually a good sign there. All right. So, but we'll keep an eye on this, see what happens going forward. We'll cover the FTX and Binance story here in a little bit. Let's go over the miners here. They got reamed today. So ANY was down 4.99% to 40 cents. Argo was down 10.81% to 8.25 cents. Bit Digital was down 5.41% to $1.05. Bitfarms was down 7.69% at 80 cents. I was able to pick up at 77.35 cents. Yeah, it was 77.7735 was where I was able to get my 500 shares. CleanSpark was down 6.71% to $2.82. Core Scientific was down another 15.67% to 14 cents. DigiHost was down 10.7% to 75 cents. DMG was down 7.98% to 16 cents. Greenidge was down 9.36% to 71 cents. Hive was down 5.88% to $2.56. HUT was down 12.67%, so they actually bounced up. They were down quite a bit more today. They're at $1.93. Iris Energy was down 10.75 to $2.49. Lexfolio was flat on the day, surprisingly. Marathon was down 5.14% to $9.96. They were down also quite a bit more. They actually bounced here in the towards the middle of the day, it looks like, but they were down. Let's see, what was their low? Their low was $9.20. So big drop for them. Mawson down 7.71% to 40 cents. Riot was down 7.3% to $5.33. They bounced up as well. And Soluna was down 6.91% to 96 cents. Stronghold was up 2.02% to 82 cents. They're the only ones that were up, it looks like. All right, let's take a look at the news stories that we have here, and we'll get into also Argo blockchain, sorry. So here's what's going on. Binance moves to acquire FTX after crypto world spat boils over. And here's what we got. So Binance is playing rank in the role of crypto consolidator in chief amid public tensions with rival FTX. This afternoon, FTX asked for our help. Excuse me. There is a significant liquidity crunch. Binance CEO CZ tweeted on Tuesday, to protect users, we signed a non-binding letter of intent intending to fully acquire FTX and help cover the liquidity crunch. We will be conducting a full due diligence in the coming days. So while that's taking place, we are kind of in limbo right now. A liquidity crunch at FTX, which had been buying up troubled crypto platforms in 2022, hints at the potential selling of crypto to shore up finances. Things have come full circle at FTX. First and last investors are the same. We have come to an agreement on a strategic transaction with Binance for FTX.com pending due diligence. FTX founder and CEO Sam Bankman-Fried tweeted today. Let's see, what else do we have here? Coinbase. It's Coinbase like Riot stock. They're talking about stocks being up before when the news came out and then falling when Bitcoin started going down. So this is a highly dynamic situation. The strategic transaction follows days of turbulence for FTX and its sibling trading firm Alameda Research, both funded and majority owned by Bankman-Fried, with FTX token, FTT, tumbling 58% in the last 24 hours. And this is kind of where it all started, that CZ said Binance is going to start liquidating FTT that they have. Excuse me. So this is a highly dynamic situation, and we are assessing the situation in real time. Binance has the discretion to pull out from the deal at any time. CZ added, we expect FTT to be highly volatile in the coming days as things develop, which I expect the same thing. Sam Bankman-Fried also stated, our teams are working on clearing out the withdrawal backlog as is. This will clear out in liquidity crunches. All assets will be covered one-to-one. This is one of the main reasons we've asked Binance to come in. It may take a bit to settle, etc. We apologize for that. So this is kind of where we are right now, and this is how the public spat began. The public tension between CZ and SBF arose surrounding FTT, the token issued by crypto exchange FTX. So think about this, kind of like what happened with Luna and how that all fell apart. And I think there's some concern from CZ and Binance on holding FTT for some liquidity problems possibly, and they just don't want to be cutting that boat again with what happened with like Luna. So let's continue on here. So the bulk of the selling took place after Zhao, CZ, tweeted on Sunday that Binance planned to liquidate all of its holdings of FTT over the next several months based on recent revelations. Zhao later cited a CoinDesk report from last week which found based off documents seen by CoinDesk, Alameda Research held at least 3.6 billion in unlocked FTT tokens at the end of Q2. Between Sunday and Tuesday morning, investors panic-fueled selling in FTX exchange token, which has fallen by 26.8% from $23.6 to $17.2, and contributed to the sell-off of crypto's total market cap by 7% from 1.05 trillion to 979 billion for the same period, according to CoinMarketCap. That's what we're seeing today with what's going on with Bitcoin. And while CZ and SBF traded accusations over Twitter, now they seem to have made an agreement in an attempt to placate the entire ecosystem, crypto ecosystem. And you can go through those guys' tweets and see what the heck's going on there, but it wasn't pretty. I know that there have been rumors in media of conflict between our two exchanges. However, Binance has shown time and again that they are committed to a more decentralized global economy while working to improve industry relations with regulators, SBF added in his announcement. We are in the best of hands, he added. Not much else he could have said at that point. They're basically on their backs, screaming for help right now. So that is the reason why the market sold off today like the way it did. We did bounce a little bit off the 17,500 mark, which is good. As long as we can stay above it, we might be okay. So it might be turbulent for the next couple of days. We'll see where we end up at. This is not going to be a good week for Bitcoin unless things reverse, and we might be able to get green by the end of Friday, but we'll see. All right, so that's the story behind FTX and Binance. Let's take a look at Argo, and we'll look at their numbers as well, and we'll talk about why I said that they are going to be, revenue is going to be falling. So during the month of October, Argo mined 204 Bitcoin or Bitcoin equivalents, together BTC, compared to 215 BTC in September of 2022. The decrease in BTC mined was primarily due to a significant increase in Bitcoin network difficulty in October compared to September, and this difficulty is only going to be increasing. But let's get into it here. We'll cover it all. They go into noting again that they sold 3,143 miners, which we know of, and then as of 31st of October, the company held 138 Bitcoin, of which 119 were BTC equivalents. That's fine. Argo also generated this income at a Bitcoin and Bitcoin equivalent mining margin of 32%, so that's pretty low margins on that. And additionally, the company repaid the $6.7 million that was previously outstanding under the BTC-backed loan with Galaxy Digital. This is consistent with the company's risk management strategy and reduces balance sheet exposure to downside of BTC price risk. So that's good. They at least got that paid off, but they still need capital infusion, I believe, in order to stay afloat. Argo is continuing to engage in financing discussions as announced on the 31st of October, and will update investors in due course. So hopefully we get something from that. Unfortunately, it is going to be probably share dilutive to the shareholders, but hopefully they can get something going because they are going to be stuck at 2.5 exahash. So here it is. They sold in October. Consequently, the company's total hash rate capacity continues to be 2.5 exahash. They are not growing anymore after this, and this is where they are at right now. So Argo, total shares outstanding is 541 million on the ticker symbol ARBKF. Stock price is around, 8 cents or something like that right now, 8 to 7 cents. Current hash rate is 2.5 exahash. Future hash rate, 2.5 exahash. They're done growing. As a result of this, their revenue is going to continue to fall each month because the network hash rate is going to be continuing to go up unless Bitcoin can actually outpace the network hash rate increases. So if the network hash rate increases 5%, Bitcoin's got to be going up 5% for that month or that period or higher in order for them to make more on what they currently have. That's the only way it's going to work. If Bitcoin stays flat for the next 6 months, their revenues are going to be falling each month, whatever the increase is of the network hash rate. Now, their hash rate average per miner is 96 terahashes, which isn't too bad. They currently had 138 BTC, which is valued at 2.7 million, roughly each. Their HODL market cap percentage is 5.57%, which is fine. And then each share has 0.01 cents of HODL position in it right now. Miners, they didn't install any new miners this period. They got pretty much, let me see here. They got to, what do we got? Miner difference. They sold some miners. What do we got here? Basically, since August, looks like they reached 2.5 exahash here, and that's it. They're not going to be growing anymore. And you can see here that since August, they reached 235 BTC, and then September 215, 204 BTC in October, and that's going to continue to go down consistently here unless they start getting more miners installed or buying more miners, and it doesn't seem like that's going to happen right now. But they did start the year out at 172. They had a big drop in February to 135. March was 163. April was 166. May, another drop there to 124. Then an increase in June, 179, along with July to 218. August, 235, which was their highest. And then now we're falling back down. So they made about 4 million on that. Their efficiency on the miners was 81 Bitcoins per exahash. So they had curtailment going on. We'll get into that down below here. It looks like they sold 578 Bitcoins in October for a total of proceeds of 11.3 million, roughly. They had 512 Bitcoins at the end of September here. Now we're at 138 plus whatever they mined. Subtract all that and you get 578 that were sold. In October, we had, or at least I have them running at 21.8 days to get to the 4 million roughly of revenue. So they were doing quite a bit of curtailment during that time frame, trying to save on electricity costs on it. And then institutions. Institutions did increase from September to, this should have been 11. 11 here should have increased, or at least increased from September to October to 43 from 41. Shares also increased from 53 million from 52.2. Percentage owned increased to 11.12 from 10.94, which is good. Now we also have some changes in the analyst recommendations. So we got 1 strong buy rating, 0 buy ratings, 1 hold rating, 0 underperform, 0 sell. Price targets came crashing down. High is now at 11 cents. It was 241. Averages at 8 cents was $1.81, and the low is at 6 cents from $1.21. So they've obviously discounted them quite heavily here based on the information that we have from them. And let's take a look at where we are holding right now. Seeing where they are in pretty bad shape, they're not growing. I'm going to give them a PE ratio of 5. So where they are right now, I'm looking at 36 cents possibly with the current revenue that we have for them. And as revenue continues to go down, possibly, if Bitcoin stays where it's at, they're going to be even lower than this. So it is not looking good for them right now. So that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, the only thing that's going to save them right now is Bitcoin price going up in value more than the network hash rate. If that doesn't happen, the revenues are going to continue to fall. So I'm staying away from it. I'm wishing anybody that's invested in Argo right now all the best. I'm hoping that they pull this around and that they can get back on some better footing and continue to grow. But that is it. We'll see how it continues going forward. We'll see what the news comes out of the financing discussions turn out. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Helps me out tremendously. Spreadsheet is always available to my Patreon members. Thank you to everyone there for their continued support. Please also check out the video that I posted this morning. It will help me out tremendously. And what else? That's it. Oh, Marathon posted their numbers, but however, they did not post the information to the SEC yet. I'm looking for the actual tables with all the data on it to put it into my sheet here, and then we'll talk about it. So that might be coming out tomorrow. All right. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Love you all. Have a great night. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. Bye.